Welcome back to Done with Adulting podcast, first episode of 2020. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. It's 2020. Yay.
It's 2020. It's a great thing. It's a new year. I am very anxious because it's sounding like your 2020 starting off a little rocky.
Relax. Thought 2020 was going to be a great start.
What is happening? Like, what is going on? Okay, backstory. I don't know if anybody saw the Insta story today, but Jared texted me in the middle of the workday talking about, did I tell you I hurt my knee? I said, no, you did not tell me that. He said, yeah, I just woke up from my sleep and my knee was in pain and now I have to go to urgent care. So could you please take us back to the day before you fell asleep?
All right, so...
Which was what? New Year's Eve?
No. So this...
No, it was Sunday.
Yeah, this was Sunday the 29th. I was perfectly fine. I fell asleep on my couch.
Wait, did you do anything out of the ordinary?
No, we went to my sister and brother-in-law's house. I was outside in his backyard, and it was like ice all around because it's icy and cold. So I had a couple quick movements, not trying to fall or anything, but that was like normal. I'm an athlete, you know what I mean? Like I make quick movements all the time.
Like you slipped, but you caught yourself.
Yeah, but it's not even like a bad slip or anything.
Right.
But that's
right,
not the reason. Like, that's not the reason for it.
Okay. So go on.
So then we leave, we go home. I fall asleep on the couch. I wake up, my knee hurts a little bit. I'm like, oh, this is like kind of normal. Like my knees hurt. My knees hurt. I don't have those Megan Thee Stallion knees. Like they hurt sometimes. So then I get up, I get ready for bed, go in the bathroom, wash my face, brush my teeth, yada yada yada. So the next day we're supposed to be heading to Maine because we were into the house for New Year's Eve. So I wake up on the 30th, Monday the 30th, took off of work, excited to go up there. It's a 2-hour drive, 2 hours, 2.5. I wake up and I can't move my leg. My knee.
Okay, but when you slept that night, did you wake up in the middle of the night at all?
Yeah, I was moving. I always wake up in the middle of the night. I always move around. So I kept moving around. I felt a little pain here and there, but I was like, oh, it's nothing crazy. I wake up in the morning. I can't move my leg. My knee is swollen and it has this massive bump on it. And every time I touch it or move my leg, it's just in so much pain. So
where's the bump on the kneecap?
It's like right underneath the kneecap.
Okay, go on.
But my whole there, and then the whole kneecap, and then above the kneecap, like starting to get to my thigh area. That whole thing was swollen, huge.
So you woke up and you were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. So
you was like, "Emily, look at this."
No, yeah. I'm like, she's looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm just like, I'm in pain. So I'm like, cool. I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah.
She sees it. She sees it swollen. She's like, oh well, her mom's a nurse, so she's like, when we get up there, we'll ask her. She's like, you want any ibuprofen, any Tylenol? I was like, no, I don't take that.
Why?
Why don't I take that?
Why don't you take ibuprofen?
Because I don't. I'm gonna get to that part in the story.
Okay.
So I don't take I don't mess with no medicines.
Tylenol and ibuprofen is like.
F that. I don't take them.
Okay, Jared.
No medicine, no drugs in my system. Anyway, I'm cool. I get in the shower, get dressed. It's like ginger, it's sore. I'm moving slow. She's like, she'll drive. I get in the car. And I had to put my leg up, like, you know how you sit in the car. I'll put my seat back a little bit so my legs kind of extended because I really can't bend it.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, on the car ride up there, my knee was throbbing in so much pain. I actually thought like I was going to puke. I was like so much pain.
What?
So, yeah. So
wait, is it your right knee?
It's my left knee.
Okay.
It's my left knee. So we can't check into the house until 4 p.m. There's a bunch of all the families already up there. We go to our brewery first. So we meet everybody at the brewery. We're going to wait there until we're able to get into the house. I walk in. I'm just limping. They're like, what's up with you? I'm like, I don't know. I woke up and I'm in pain. So we sit down. My legs extended. We're sitting there drinking, eating. We eventually get to the house. Somebody else in the family, she's actually like a current nurse at some hospital in Boston. And she played sports growing up. I think she played softball in college, and she had a bunch of knee issues and a bunch of knee surgeries. So we finally get into the house, we settle in. They're like, all right, just lay down. You need to elevate it. It needs to be above your heart or above your chest. And we're just going to ice it. So then she comes and she's like, She's like touching it, trying to figure out what's going on, and she gives me what she thinks it is. She's like, she thinks it might be my meniscus or something. So sitting there icing, blah, blah, blah.
You still have
The
not
next morning-
taken Tylenol.
No, still in pain. The next morning I wake up. We drink it that whole night. I wake up the next morning. It's the 31st. I take some Tylenol. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll do it. I eat. I take some Tylenol. So I'm on an empty stomach, which is I guess the issue. Then I eat, and then we start drinking like mimosas and whatnot. I still have the plate of food in my hand that I'm eating, just finished.
Did you pass out?
No, I just get nauseous out of nowhere. So I walk to the front porch. I bend over, and I'm just dry heaving. And I'm like, this has to be the Tylenol or the ibuprofen. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's because I didn't take it on an empty. I took it on an empty stomach. Maybe that's what it was. Long story short, we get through New Year's. It starts feeling better. I keep taking Tylenol. I keep icing.
Well, you were
better.
also drinking, so it probably felt better because you were drinking.
Yeah, it felt. Yeah, probably that too. So I get to. So then it's New Year's Day. We leave. I have to drive home. I'm not going to say why I have to drive home, but I have to drive
I know
home.
why.
It's because somebody was wasted and hurting. So I was like, okay, I'll drive home. My knee
Because
feels
it's not
better.
even your driving knee.
No, so I'm good. I'm able to drive. Yeah, because it's my right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I pop another ibuprofen before we leave. This is after I eat. So on the way home, where I'm hungry, stop at Five Guys. I walk into Five Guys and I get this smell of something, and I just get nauseous again. And I'm like, yo, it has to be these Tylenol, these ibuprofens. Like, I don't understand why I keep getting nauseous. But that's why I don't F medicine. Like, I can't even handle Tylenol or ibuprofen without getting sick. Like, come on. So I wake up this morning. Today is the 2nd. I have to go into work. I'm like, oh, people are going to be looking at me limping. So I'm limping around. There's an urgent care right next to my job. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to go in there, see if they can do anything. I go in there. She gives me an x-ray. She's like, oh, yeah, there's some bone that's broken in your knee. But it's weird because this only happens in kids. So, like, have you ever had any knee issues before? And I'm like, no, not really. So then she sets me up with some orthopedic. I have to go see them tomorrow. But she's like, yeah, you can't put any weight on it. I'm going to give you these crutches, give you this, I don't know, what's this thing on me? This brace. And I'm just like...
Wait, so she took an x-ray and there was was it like a piece of bone had
Yeah, there's a piece
off?
of my knee, like underneath it, that like my kneecap or some bone in my knee. It's like the tibula something. I don't know, some medical word. Some avulsion tibula fracture. I don't know. But she thinks it was a previous incident or previous injury that happened when I was younger because it's only seen in kids growing up.
Is it the Osgood
No,
thing?
so she was like, have you ever had Osgood Schlatter growing up? And I was like,
yeah, I
like,
have
no.
that.
And she's like, that's weird. Oh, do you?
Yeah, it's like they told me it was because I grow too fast.
Yeah, so she said it was my growth plate that broke off. So there's a piece of my growth plate in my knee that broke. So she was like, it's weird. So she sent my x-rays off, and then I went back to work. She called me, and she was like, so we verified that it is the bone that broke, but what the issue was that you probably have bursitis, and there was a calcium buildup inside the knee, which therefore caused the pain. But you have this broken bone with you for however long you've had it. So pretty much, I've been having a broken bone in my knee probably since I was in middle school or early high school. But
what's bursitis?
I don't know. I'm seeing the orthopedic tomorrow, so I should have some more information.
Are you 100 years old?
Right. But the funny thing is, like, I just woke up out of nowhere. I woke up and it was just in pain. Like, I'm at the age now where I just wake up and I have broken bones. Like, it's ridiculous.
Well, like, I'm at the age too where I wake up and I definitely, like you said, like my knees crack and I'm sore, my back hurts. Like, that happens to me. But the fact that you woke up with a literal injury, like you injured yourself in your sleep.
And I'm still doing like high intensity workouts. I'm still doing like all these things, but I've had this broken bone that never caused me any issues. I mean, I felt pain in my knee here and there, but the pain that I felt when I woke up that morning, it was crazy. I actually thought that Emily tried to like break something in my sleep or something. I was like, there's no way. I was like, there's no way I just wake up with a swollen knee. Like, you must have did something to me.
You thought she was trying to do something to
She's trying to take me out early.
How do you feel about this whole situation? Like now you're about to have this whole medical experience.
It's mad trash. I'm 28 and now I'm finally getting crutches and a knee brace. Like, come on.
I know. I was like, I feel like I've never even seen you in crutches. Like, did you
Never.
have any injuries in school?
I mean, I had a hamstring injury. Nothing serious.
Oh, yeah.
I missed a
But
game or
nothing
two
like-
here and there.
Yeah, nothing like.
I was never on crutches or nothing like that. I thought I never broke a bone. Like I always took pride in that. I was like, you know, when you play those games, like a truth.
You still didn't break a bone. Chipping a bone off of your growth plate. I have that too.
It's a fracture. She said it's a fracture. She said there's a bone in there that's broken, and it's been like that probably for a while now. That's what she said. I don't know. I don't like it regardless. I don't even know how to use crutches. I'm struggling already.
Oh my God. So what are you going to do now? You're just going to crutch around work?
Yeah, unfortunately. So I walk into work limping. Then I'll leave because I left at like lunchtime. Like I think my appointment was at 12:30. Then I come back in. Everybody's like, what the flip? I just show back up with crutches and a knee brace.
So also like, do you feel like what happens next? Like how long are you going to be on crutches for? Like we got shit to do.
Yeah, that's what I got to figure out because so I see the doctor tomorrow. That's when I should get the orthopedic doctor. That's when I should get more information. But we have this party coming up on the 17th. And on the Instagram of the bar, I've seen people dancing and standing up on top of the bar. And I had thoughts of doing that. But now with crutches, I'm not doing that.
You had thoughts of doing?
Yes, I was like, I'm definitely getting on the bar and doing something, but I'm not going to be super lit with crutches on top of a bar. That's just going to be disastrous.
I truly cannot believe this is happening.
So if you guys want to laugh and have fun, make sure you check us out January 17th because I'm going to be on crutches now. And it's going to be a struggle fest.
Scooter or something.
That would be lit. That would be lit.
You could do anything on a scooter.
Yeah. I got to figure out how long I'm going to be on these though. So
yeah,
I'll find out tomorrow.
And so like the regular agony of going back to work after the New Year's and everyone's like, oh, how was your New Year's? Literally every single person you see. Yours was also compounded by the fact that you were limping around.
Yeah. But then like I limped in, I sat down and I didn't move much. So a good amount of people didn't see me. And for some reason, there wasn't even that many people in the office today. So I didn't have to answer too many questions. But next Monday is going to be bad, probably.
Oh my God. I'm going to pray.
I'm going to be like, just leave me alone. And then, like, I've had these for like I said, I had these for like 7 hours, 6 hours already. And we have mad doors in our office. So it seems like everybody's trying to just like help me out too much. And I don't like that. Like, oh, let me get the door for you. I'm like, I can get the door. Leave me alone. Let me just, let me, I can. Let me be in peace. I'm still trying to get used to these things. Let me just work and like, leave me alone. Don't open the door for me. Don't go out of your way to be nice.
Really sorry this is happening to you.
2020 is off to a great start.
2020 seems like it's going very well for you, so that's good. Wow, that's crazy. You need to really pull it together fast, okay, buddy?
Yeah, I legit just woke up. Bro, you don't understand. I was so mad.
This is like the definition of done with adulting. You woke up with a broken knee.
In pain. Went to sleep and just woke up. Yo, that's crazy.
Oh my God. Well, you know, you're going to have to really focus on having a positive mindset. This is your first test of 2020, obviously. You're being tested.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I like it. For some reason, growing up, I always like wanted to be like on crutches for some reason.
Are you kidding me?
Or I always wanted like an arm bracer. Yeah, so like people could sign it and things like that. It just happened way too late.
They're not going to even give you a knee cast. They're probably going to put you in a...
They better not give me a knee cast. I don't want a knee cast.
You're not going to need anything. They're going to tell you to take ibuprofen, 1,000 milligrams.
I'm not taking that.
And rice. Rest, ice, compression, elevation.
I was about to say rice. I was like, what are you talking about?
Rice, that's what it is.
I'll eat some rice and I'll get better or something.
It's an acronym. Oh my God.
I get you.
Wow.
How's your 2020 been?
That's a tough one. Considering what you've been through, it's been totally fine. I didn't leave my house New Year's Eve as predicted.
That's lit though.
Terrence totally blacked out, which is always hilarious.
He
And
blacked out.
oh yeah, 100%.
Was he hurting that night or in the morning or no?
Oh, all day New Year's Day. Like we didn't get up until noon, and then we got up, moseyed downstairs, ate an egg, went back upstairs at 1:30 and slept till like I don't know 4:30. Came back downstairs, ate another meal, went back upstairs and went to bed. That was literally how we started the year, and it was great. I did some reading so I could get my New Year's off right. You know,
What were y'all drinking?
everything. It was a lot of vodka though. But like my uncles were here, and so he's always trying to keep up with them. Every time they go to make a drink, he goes to make a drink, and then he was taking
He's trying to go
shots.
drink for drink.
Then he was taking shots, and then they were singing karaoke. It was a lot. There was a lot going on.
That sounds lit though.
It was very lit, and it was very fun. And yeah, my 2020 has been great so far. Other than the fact that I have to go to work today and tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going back to work. Getting back into work like after the holidays is always tough.
It's so hard. I feel like I'm in this mental purgatory, and I can't like focus on work, but I also am a little stir crazy at home. I just don't want to be anywhere. And you know that feeling? Like you can't think about work, but you have to get out of the house, and there's like no in between. I guess I could have worked out, but I didn't do that yet.
Could have went to the mall.
Haven't worked out in 2020, so there's still time.
Yo, that's like one of my goals. I was like, oh yeah, I want to get in there, work out. I mean, I'm already working out, but
strong.
Yeah, and now I can't even stand on my leg. Like,
well, you can't go.
I'm out of commission for a minute.
You're out of commission. That's unfortunate. That is very unlike you.
And then my other goal, I was like, I'm not going to drink in January. Now I just want to drink.
It's all you have left.
I was like, I'm only going to drink January 1st because of college football. I'm going to drink January 17th for our party, and I was going to drink at the end of January for something. But now, like,
it's
I
all
might
you
as well
have
just
left.
drink. Yeah,
it's literally all you have left to be.
Might as well drink. I might as well start in February.
You might as well start in February. Hey, but
I still might be on these crutches. Who knows?
Oh my God! Please update me tomorrow after you see the orthopedic surgeon, doctor, whatever.
I will. And he says I need surgery. I'm taking a shot right there in the office.
If he says you need surgery, I'm taking a shot.
Yeah, I'm
right
bringing
there
nips
in my office.
I'm bringing nips with me.
Would you cry?
Nah, I'm a gangster.
I would cry. I'd be like, oh my God, this is not the way 2020 was supposed to start.
My appointment's at 10:10. I'll be drunk by 11 a.m. if he tells me that.
I'll be checking in on you around 11 a.m.
But no, I can't have surgery because I've had this broken bone in my knee for a while. So
yeah, it's not that deep. It just got a little bit agitated somehow.
Yeah,
I think
we'll find out tomorrow. I'll let you listeners know soon enough.
We'll see. Oh my God. Anyway, so wow, that's a lot. I'm even distracted from what we're talking about today. Okay, we're talking about well, since last week we were talking about our New Year's resolutions and stuff. This week I want to talk about bad habits that you want to get rid of in 2020 and like how hard it is to get rid of bad habits. I feel like I don't know what the trick is. I just wanted to come on here and put it out there because there might be some listeners out there who have some tips for me and you and everybody about how to like replace bad habits with better habits.
That's true.
You know that thing, it's like it takes 30 days to form a habit. That's what everybody says.
No, I thought it was 2 weeks.
Exactly. So we already have two different pieces of information. What is the real answer?
I thought it was 2 weeks.
I need to know.
I thought it was 2 weeks.
I need to know.
Well, actually, it might be 3 weeks, 21 days. It's definitely not 30. 30 is not the answer.
How do you know 30 is not the answer?
Because I've seen it before, and 30 was definitely not the answer. But no.
So you think?
But to your point about like some habits are harder to break, might be harder to get rid of than other habits. I 1,000% agree with that. Because like at least for me personally, like if I want to stop drinking, I can just stop drinking. But for other people, they can't. But like one of my bad habits is like eating a lot of sugar and eating a bunch of sweets, and that would be tough for me. That would be tough for me. I could stop drinking alcohol before I could stop doing that.
Yeah, I could definitely stop. I could definitely stop drinking. I think.
Oh, sounds like not. Sounds like possibly not, huh?
No, I could definitely stop drinking. I'm thinking of other bad habits that I probably couldn't give up. Like, for example, I probably can't give up coffee. But is that a bad habit?
It depends. So like when I drink, like I'm not a coffee drinker, but when I do drink coffee, I just dump sugar into it. So that's the issue.
Okay, fair.
So
I don't put sugar in my coffee. I only put almond milk.
Oh, so that's not bad. But I think it's
Great.
bad. So if you went a day without drinking coffee, would you get a headache?
For sure.
Yeah, I think that's an issue. I think that's an issue.
Okay. So maybe it's the caffeine, but like I don't drink soda. Like coffee is really the only caffeine that I drink.
Who drinks soda nowadays? If you still drinking soda in 2019, 2020,
soda.
Like they have a cup like once a week or like here and there, or they drink that daily?
I know people who drink like daily Diet Coke.
Oh no. Don't do that.
I know. I don't. Soda makes my face.
You're talking about older people? I feel like older.
I'm talking about people I know, like friends.
Yeah, you should not still be drinking soda. I don't care if it says diet. I don't care if it says this soda will make you lose 30 pounds. It's the healthiest soda in the world. You should not still be drinking soda that often.
Okay,
that's like a kid, teenager thing.
No, I think people are.
And then old people
are addicted to soda, Jared.
Wow,
more than you think.
It's got to be the caffeine, I know.
Another bad habit that I want to break is like, saving all of my laundry till the basket is piled over, spilling onto the floor, looking like a mountain. I can't just like see the basket half full and throw a load in. Like I have to wait till it's like 6 loads to torture myself with laundry all day. That is a bad habit I'm trying to break, but I hate laundry. So that's probably not going to happen for me.
My bad habit in regards to laundry is just throwing it on the couch and then not folding it ASAP.
Never do that either.
Yeah. I need to fold it ASAP and just get it out of there. Yeah. I guess we have a lot of bad habits, huh? I was like, I think my only bad habit is really sweets and sugar.
No way.
But once you actually start looking into it, it's probably a lot more than that.
I have a bad habit. I have a bad, this is really disgusting, and I honestly
You bite your nails?
I make myself nauseous just saying it out loud. I used to bite my nails when I was younger, but now I do not bite my nails, but I do bite like the skin around my nails.
That's worse than biting your nails, I think.
know, because everybody's hands are so dirty, blah, blah, blah. I get it. But sometimes it just happens. I don't even know I'm doing it. It's a bad habit. How do I do that?
What, are you anxious? Are you anxious about something?
I don't know. I never thought that I really was anxious about things, but apparently I am. I don't know. Why else would I bite the skin around my nails like that?
I forgot. There was something I read a while ago. It was like these people put something like nasty on their fingers.
Oh, yeah, like a bad tasting thing.
Yeah, so every time you went to bite them, you would like get that negative reaction to it, so you would stop doing it. But that sounds kind of extreme.
Yes, like I don't want to do all that. I found this article because I wanted to know if I was right or you were right about 30 days and 21 days, and I'm going to post this on the website, but it says 3 to 4 weeks, so we're both right.
No, 21 days.
It actually says commit to 30 days. So
actually, because
I was right.
You want to commit to,
and then it goes on to say
the highest number.
3 to 4 weeks is all the time you need to make a habit automatic. If you can make it through the initial conditioning phase, it becomes much easier to sustain. Like, okay, let's not even talk about bad habits that we want to get rid of, but like new habits that you want to start. Like I want to read every day. I know I keep saying this, that I want to read books in 2020.
Well, you do read every day.
No, but I want to read I want to purposefully read every day.
Something meaningful?
Like obviously I read articles on my phone all day long and some other bullshit, but like I want to purposefully in a room with no sound, quiet peace, maybe with a cup of tea, read every day. So I have to basically do that every single day for the next 30 days to get into a habit of it.
I think you do that.
Yeah, but like that's an easy one.
And then that will help you with your other goal. That'll help you with your other goal of getting 20 books in a year.
Yeah, that's an easy one though, because like I also want to go to the gym every day. That's much harder.
No, that might be harder than reading every day. Wait, so what do you do at the gym? What do you do for your cardio? Do you do anything where you go read a book while you do?
Oh, wow, Jared, look at you. I've never tried to read a book while on the treadmill before.
Well, I mean, are you running, or if you were walking, that would be easier. Or do the elliptical.
I hate the elliptical. I'm probably doing some sort of run walk combination, running when I'm not tired, walking when I'm too tired to run.
Well, you trying to run and read at the same time might be a little difficult.
I could probably speed
But
walk.
if you do like Stairmaster, maybe. Yeah, if you speed walk for 5 minutes before you start running, maybe.
So I thought I could I'm like, okay, maybe if I read like every other day, or like even if I read like a couple days a week, like that's pretty good. Because what if there's some days that I just like don't feel like reading, and that's fine. This article says make it a daily thing. So basically it says consistency is critical if you want to make bad habits stick. If you want to start exercising, go to the gym every day for your first 30 days. Going a couple times a week will make it harder to form the habit.
Yeah, if you only go a couple times a week,
it just says like activities you do once every few days are trickier to lock in as habits. So basically, whatever habit you're trying to form in 2020, you basically have to do it on the daily for the first 30 days before you can go down to like a couple days a week.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Get a buddy. Find someone who will go along with you and keep you motivated. Well, you're not going to the gym anytime soon.
Thanks for putting that dagger further in my heart. Well, if you're gonna get a Snapchat, I'm just gonna be limping inside a gym somewhere, probably making my knee worse.
Well, you could do like upper body stuff. Like you could sit on a chair and punch a boxing bag.
Yeah, but nah.
Or like punch into somebody's hands.
I guess so. I just need to start sweating.
You could do pull-ups.
Yeah.
You could do bench.
I'm gonna make it to a gym, regardless of what they say. That's gonna be my first question. Can I still work out?
He's gonna be like, no, you can't. Oh, another thing this has to do is write it down. Writing is what makes your ideas more clear and focuses you on your end result. See, we don't write stuff down and all we want to do is type it out in our notepads. We need to put the pen to the papers.
That is true. You see it, you visualize it, you achieve it. So, just like you said, you wrote all your goals down, no? The last episode?
Yeah, well, I did do that. And we got some other people that said they did that too. Well, no, I wrote down my accomplishments, but I didn't write my goals down, but maybe I should do that.
And people also have like these vision parties, or they call them different things.
Oh yeah, vision boards.
Yeah. And then you have a party with all your friends and you put down all your goals and all your visions on the board while drinking wine.
Yeah, then you like can look at your board throughout the year and remind yourself of what your goals and stuff are.
Yeah, but another thing is like, at least speaking for us, I feel like we don't have too many bad habits or negative habits that will like negatively affect us in our health.
Yeah, but that's true. Like bad habits, it's all relative.
That's one thing too. Like I always think of things that like are good for you that I should do.
Right.
Then I'm just like, I don't feel like doing that.
So like when you're in the moment and you're like, I should do that thing so that I can be consistent with myself. And then you're just like, fuck it.
You got to talk yourself through that. You got to say it's the devil. That's what black people say. Oh, it's the devil. It's the devil. It's trying to block you from your blessings. But one habit that I need to change is I want to start waking up earlier.
Oh my gosh, Jared, I have the worst habit ever. I press snooze on my alarm like 5 times.
You just keep snoozing and snoozing and snoozing. What, it gives you what, 10 minutes?
I think it's 9 minutes. But like I will purposely set my, like if I want to press snooze 3 times, I will purposely set my alarm 27 minutes earlier so that I can press snooze 3 times. That's not normal, right?
But if you sleep through those 27 minutes and just get up on that first alarm, you might feel better, no?
That's what you would think. But even when I do that, I still have to press snooze. Like the habit of pressing snooze is so bad. I just can't like stand up. I need to start. I need to try to go 30 days without pressing snooze.
I think that might be impossible.
You think? Like obviously if my alarm isn't set, then that doesn't count as one of the days. But like any day that I have to set an alarm, I need to get up without pressing snooze. I just need to sit my ass up and stand up for 30 straight days.
Let's do that. Let's start that on Monday.
Okay.
No snooze.
Okay. No snooze. Are you gonna do it with me?
You got to snooze tomorrow.
Because we can snooze tomorrow. But because one of the tips on this article says get a buddy.
Oh yeah, all right, let's do it.
Okay, listeners, we are committing to not pressing snooze for the first 30 days. I mean, starting Monday for 30 straight days. Let me tell you something. Terrence hates this because by the time I press snooze 4 times, everybody's awake.
Yeah, I mean, Emily does that a couple of times. I'm like, why don't you just put the alarm until when you want to get up? Why do you keep snoozing?
Because I feel like mentally I need 9 minutes to be halfway in between awake and REM so that I can just really mentally pull myself together for the day. But
that's all a mental thing.
If I set my alarm 10 minutes earlier and I just stand straight up, I could meditate in the morning or something.
Oh yeah, get some mindfulness.
Yeah, I could do some mindfulness for the first 10 minutes and then maybe that will wake me up. I don't know. I'm really just trying here. I need to write that down. No snooze. And then it says, know the benefits. Familiarize yourself with the benefits of making a change. And know the pain. You should also be aware of the consequences. I'm going to be tired. That's the consequence.
Yeah, tired's no good. And then you're going to go back to your other habit, the coffee, when you're tired. And the caffeine.
Oh, the coffee's happening. The coffee has to happen, tired or no tired. I literally drink coffee every day.
I want to see you try to stop that because, like I said...
Why? I don't want to. I don't want to stop. I like my coffee habit.
Because you going a day without coffee and you getting a headache from that, that's not good.
That is your personal
that at least
opinion.
doesn't sound good to me. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor or anything. If you can't go one day without... You kind of sound like an addict. And you're going through withdrawal because you don't have it. But actually, I might do the same with sugar. I don't think I can go a day without sugar. But sugar's in every single thing.
What kind of sugar do you eat?
Well, no, just sweets. I throw something in a coffee. I get a donut, get a cookie.
Okay, so basically you have a cookie every day. Or some
cookie,
sort of
donut. Yeah, something like that.
Okay,
or I get a coffee and I dump sugar into it.
I will not be giving up coffee unless you're giving up sugar. So when you're ready to do that,
how about we limit it? We don't give it up because it's impossible to give up sugar.
I just want to say that my coffee habit is not as bad as your sugar habit because I don't put sugar in my coffee.
That's true. Touche.
So I don't feel like these things are equal, but since
I need a buddy.
I
need a buddy. Yeah. I need a partner. Get me through
since
this.
You need a buddy. I guess I can help you out, but fine, we can limit it, but I still need it. If it's 7 days a week, I still need coffee 4 days.
Okay, I can deal with that. Maybe don't do a coffee on Saturday on the weekends. Why do you need a coffee on the weekends?
I guess I don't.
Exactly.
Okay, so no coffee Friday, Saturday, Sunday, starting next week because I'm getting a coffee tomorrow.
Yeah, this all will start next week. So we got to hold each other accountable. Listeners, if you see us out and you see her with a coffee in her hand on the weekend, or you see me eating a donut, say something to us.
If you have to hold yourself accountable, Jared, if you pick up a donut on a non-donut day, you need to turn on your Instagram.
Can you
stories.
say no to a donut though? Come on. Or a cookie? Come on.
Yes. I don't really eat dessert like that.
Oh my God.
Although there is this triple chocolate cake upstairs in my house right now, left over from New Year's, and it is really tempting me. And number 11 on this list says remove temptation. Jared, you have to remove temptation.
But I work at a place where they bring temptation in every single day. That's the issue.
In the lunchroom, they bring you cookies every day?
In our kitchen, there's always some donuts there. Probably there's always some cookies there. We have free snacks, so we have candy and all these other different types of snacks there. And we're right next to a Dunkin' Donuts. If I walk into a Dunkin' Donuts for a coffee,
you don't even like coffee. What are you going to Dunkin' Donuts for? You're not going to Dunkin' Donuts for the coffee. You're going for the donuts.
For the sugar. Know. Because I get when I get a coffee, I get the milkshake coffee type Jones. It's like a frappuccino with a little bit of coffee in it.
Oh my God. So it's basically ice cream.
Pretty much. That's my issue. I actually read this one thing. It was this, I forgot what it is. I think it's this pill that you take, and every time you eat sugar, it makes you taste something different. And it's a way to cut back your sugar habits. But I would be miserable if I did that.
I need you to send me that information. I do not believe that's a thing.
I'll try to look it up, but it's a real thing. And they have people who say that they've done it and they've kicked their sugar habit, but
Oh yeah, this is coming from Mr. I don't take pills or put any drugs in my body.
I don't take pills, but sugar is like, it's like a drug.
Why don't you take pills again? I mean,
Because why do
aside
we
from the
take
dry
pills?
heaving and the throwing up, I mean, and the nausea,
Because I don't think it
like,
works.
you don't get headaches? What do you do when you
No,
take?
I don't get headaches. Not going to wood.
Really?
I
Ever?
don't know the last time I had a
Even
headache.
when you're hungover?
When I'm hungover, it's more of a, like, my stomach is not feeling right. Not as less in my head.
Oh my God, when I'm hungover, it feels like someone is taking a sledgehammer to the back of my skull.
Oh, yeah, that sounds miserable. It's more of like a stomach thing to me rather than like the headache. But I'm gonna say it's a headache. I mean, I do feel a little pain in the head sometimes, but
I hope you never see the day when you're old and your doctor prescribes you your first medication, because you will die. You can't be refused. Like when you get to the age that the doctor's saying you need to take this.
hold on, have you had your wisdom teeth out?
Yeah. Have you?
Did you take the oxys?
I took it the first day, and then this rest of the days I take Tylenol.
See, I didn't. I just went strong. I was like, I'm not taking those. What if I get
But the
addicted to
wisdom
them?
teeth isn't that bad. When I had foot surgery,
When you have foot surgery?
my senior year, you would have already graduated. Remember, I broke my foot.
Wait, so after the surgery, your foot was in pain?
Bruh, after the surgery, I went into the surgery. I was so scared. I never had surgery, never broke a bone, just like you. I was crying and shit.
Emotional? You were emotional?
I was so emotional. I was like, what if I don't wake up?
Oh, they put you under?
Yeah, it was like a 3-hour surgery. They had to put a screw in my foot. The bone under my pinky toe broke in half.
I've never been put under, but I kind of want to.
No, you don't. It's so scary. Then you wake up from being put under and you feel like, what the fuck just happened to me? And I said before the surgery, I was like, I don't want to take narcotics. Like, it's too much. Yo, the amount of pain, I had to. No amount of Tylenol would have alleviated that pain. And I've injured my knee. I've injured myself. Like, that shit was crazy. But I still only took it for like 2 days, and then I went to Tylenol. I really didn't even like taking them when I took them because it made me really feel like kind of fucking crazy. Like,
you felt the mental
super high. Yes.
See, that's fine.
And you kind of feel like, I don't know. You kind of feel like you can't feel any part of your body, like not just the part that was in pain, but you can't feel any part of your body.
Some people like that. That's why everybody's addicted to them now.
That's why people get addicted.
Because they've been like, yo, it feels amazing. I don't feel anything. See, like, you know me, and listeners, if you've been listening long enough, you might have heard Asia say this, or myself say this, but I always take things to the worst possible idea, or like the worst possible level. So me taking one, I'm just gonna be like, I'll probably get addicted to them or something like that, and I'll be like everybody else. It's not that I have an addictive personality. It's just that I don't know.
You're not.
Everybody else is addicted to them. So what makes me think that I won't be addicted to them if I take them?
As long as you're like just like a hyper aware of what your body's about to go through. Like, you have to take it and be like, I'm about to really feel fucked up.
Oh, jeez.
But it can't last forever.
That's not good.
Jared, I really pray that you don't have to have any surgery. Jesus, please lay your healing hands on this man.
Yo, you and I both.
Because I cannot picture you like surgically bedridden anything, and we have too much shit to do, and you and Emily have too much shit to do. And this is just not a good time.
Big facts. I'm just sitting here laid up, cooped up. Like, even tonight, like, I'm just sitting there, and then she has to bring me my plate. So like, she makes my plate, and I'm usually like, no, I'll make my own plate. She's like, you want me to make your plate? I'm like, no, I'll make it. And then I'm just sitting on the couch with my leg up because I can't move. And she's like, we have pasta tonight. So she's like, you want Parmesan cheese? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, are you putting that on like the whole meal? Or did you make a plate? She's like, no, I made you a plate. I'm like, oh, she's making my plate for me. It never happens.
Now you love it.
No, I don't. I just feel like I'm like needy. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird feeling. I don't want people like babysitting me, pretty much. I don't want people trying to help me out just because I'm cooped up on crutches.
Well, you have to. You have to accept help.
I guess so.
That's half the reason you get a wife. so that you don't have to go through shit alone.
Yo, that's the most hilarious thing I've heard. I just with it though. I just with it.
Imagine if you didn't have a wife, you'd be hobbling around.
I'll be fine. I'll be able to make it through. But it's always funny, like you get those people like me. I guess that is stubborn, huh? I guess I am stubborn. Because I am.
Oh my god, he just realized he's stubborn. Emily.
She's gonna love this part.
Oh my god, I can't believe you just said that. Maybe I am stubborn.
Because you get those people who are like stubborn and think they can do everything on their own, and then when they finally hit that point where they can't do it on their own, they're just like, I don't even know. They're just devastated, and like life's over for them.
That's you.
No, it's not me.
You're those people.
But you see, I can see things from both sides. Like I can see that happening in the future, not with me personally, but with with individuals.
You're already upset about it. You already are mad you can't do things on your own. You're stubborn. The doctor's gonna be like, Jared, don't stand on your leg for a month straight. You cannot bear any weight. And you're gonna be too stubborn to let anybody help you. So it's just gonna make your recovery longer.
Probably. Because as soon as I was in there and after she saw the x-ray, she's like, okay, well, I have to use this brace and these crutches because you can't put any weight on your leg. Like I saw you walking in here. You can't put any weight on your leg. So then I start using the crutches and I don't know what I'm doing because I've never had crutches anymore. So now I just started walking. They didn't
teach you?
She taught me for like 2 seconds. I was like, this is it? Okay. And it feels mad comfortable. So as soon as I get out of there, I just walk to my car.
It's also not a good time to be on crutches, with all the snow and the ice. So you're
exactly.
Really
I'm about to bust my behind.
You need a scooter, man. Oh, they might be able to give you one at the orthopedics person.
Yeah, you wanna know what's hilarious? So like, I legit had this thought in my head. So I woke up that day in pain, and I was like, I don't know what's going on, and I'm just like, what if I get my leg cut off?
Are you kidding me?
I'm dead serious. I was just like, what if I
thought you were gonna have to get your leg cut off?
No, I'm just like, what if? Like, what if I had to get my leg cut off from my knee below? I was like, I'll have to get a prosthetic. Could I move as well as I move now without with a prosthetic? Like I'm just
How
thinking,
did you go from here to there with a swollen knee? How did you go from?
Because you don't understand the pain I was in, bro.
A swollen knee to a prosthetic leg.
Because I think it was because like a day or two before I saw this retweet on Twitter and it was like, this is what diabetes does to you. And this person's leg looked like it was completely like just dead and didn't have any blood flowing there. And then somebody responded to him with an even worse picture of their feet. And I was like, well, I don't have diabetes, but what if it's a sign of something like a deeper cause? I'm just paranoid.
Do you hear yourself? Can you please?
I think it's the Tylenol and the ibuprofen talking.
Can you please listen to yourself say this when this episode comes out?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I just think of the worst things.
So earlier we did a poll on the Insta to see what other people's bad habits they want to erase. I just going to shout some out without saying the names because I just want y'all to know that y'all are not the only people out here trying to break a bad habit in 2020. Okay, we got spending too much. We got spending too much money on drinks. Hello. Well, come out January 17th.
Yo, actually, you wanna know what's funny? I was like, Emily, like, so in pre-production, because we have pre-production for this episode, I was like, Emily, what are some of my bad habits? And then I was like, besides sugar, and she was like, hey, you really don't have that many. And then she was like, buying bottles at the club or bar. And I was like, wait, what? That's not a bad habit. I don't do that often. Relax. But no, I agree with that person.
Leaving dishes in the sink overnight.
Sometimes you gotta let them soak.
Bruh.
Sometimes you have to let the dishes soak.
I personally don't give shit if the dishes are in the sink overnight. But the love of my life, if the dishes are in the sink overnight, like he can't even sleep. Like he literally can't go to sleep if there's dishes in the sink. I'll leave them bitches in there for 2 overnights.
Yo, facts.
This is a really good one. Letting people take advantage of my generosity.
Oh yeah, big facts. Yo, my one homie, his favorite saying was, "Don't take my kindness for weakness."
I know exactly who says that.
Don't take my kindness for weakness. I want to be nice to you, might be generous to you, but don't think you can play me because of that. Those are some good ones.
Those are some good ones. I'm going to repost the other things people are putting up on the story so y'all can see. But, the moral of the story is we clearly don't know the answer to getting rid of bad habits. We're on here trying to figure it out with y'all. So I'm going to post the article that I found on the website so y'all can take a look at that to see the tips and tricks I was talking about that I found online, good old Google. And if you have any other tips and tricks, or if you had a bad habit and you got rid of it, or if you started a new good habit successfsilly, please
For sure.
let us know.
I want to hear about them.
So as a reminder to everybody, we are throwing a party at Silvertone Bar on January 17th.
In Boston. It's going to be lit. We announced it last night, and we already got some people who reserved tickets. I was actually surprised by the number.
Yeah.
So thank you for effing with us.
And there's only a limited number. So
yeah, we only gonna fit 60 people in there. So there's only a small amount of number. We already got a good amount going already for the first night.
Yeah.
So go to the link, reserve your spot, bring a friend. I want to get on top of the bar, but I don't know if I can.
Well, I got a lot of questions after we posted about what's going on, what's going to happen at the party. What are you guys all going to be doing? Are you doing a live podcast? The answer is no, we are not doing a live podcast this time. Stay tuned. However, we really just want to party. We really just want y'all to come out. If you listen, if you don't listen, bring someone who never listened before. Come out. There's going to be some cool things going on that we're not going to reveal. You have to be there to see it. And
just come party with us. Yeah, just come party with us. Come drink with us. It'll be a fun night in the city, out on the town.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a blast.
More life.
Crutches or no crutches, scooter or no scooter. We're going to be lit. You said you're getting a hotel that night, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
but
so
I live
you already know what time Ace is going to be on.
You already know what I'm going to be on.
Make sure you hit that link, reserve your spot, bring a friend. Like I said,
and
tell
if
a friend.
I don't drink, I'm not supposed to for the next, I'm going to try not to drink until the 17th. I'll definitely be lit.
Oh, yeah. I'm not drinking until the 17th, so I'm not buying 20 shots.
We'll see what your news is tomorrow.
Well, that was one of my bad habits, buying too many drinks or buying shots for people when I'm drunk. That's not happening the 17th.
Definitely
at least I hope not.
Or it might.
Yeah, it could.
If you guys give Jared enough shots, he might buy 20 more shots.
I might buy the bar.
Just get him drunk enough and you never know.
SMH.
So, yes, you can get your tickets. There's a link in the bio of the Instagram, which is at Done With Adulting Pod. They're free, obviously, but it's only been up for a day. They're about 30% gone. Am I right or am I right?
You're right.
All right. Okay, moving on to Millennials Making Moves. This week, we have a good friend of mine, Tiara Shelton. We go back to our Howard University days, HU. She started an organization called Raise Your Worth.
Yes, Raise Your Worth is an organization that visualizes a world filled with confident Black girls and women. Beginning in 2014, Raise Your Worth had one goal. Through resources, apparel, supportive spaces, and events, the founder, Tiara Shelton, wanted to inspire women of color to raise their worth.
Tiara's father was the one who pushed her to create a space and platform for young women to grow with an accountable sisterhood and to never settle or allow others or their pasts to define their worth. Raise Your Worth believes in meeting our fellow sisters where she's at and lifting her to the highest value within herself.
You can find more information and ways to support this organization at raiseyourworth.org. And also you can follow them on Instagram and Twitter at Raise Your Worth. No spaces, just at Raise Your Worth. Make sure you guys support and check them out. There's actually a hoodie that says My Crown Fits. It's pretty dope. And also you can get an I Am Worthy tote. So you guys should definitely check them out.
Yes. So thanks, Tiara and Raise Your Worth, for being our millennial making move this week. That's all we have for y'all today. So, subscribe, please rate this podcast, tell a friend.
Yeah, so we need more Twitter followers. So make sure you hit the Twitter, Done WTH Adulting. And obviously, the Insta, Done With Adulting Pod. Hit us up, send some feedback, engage. Deuces.
Bye.